All right, here's a quick tutorial on how to create an event on a Google Calendar. Looking at the month view, I'm actually just going to turn off my calendar so it's not so cluttered. I can either click the create button or do a single click on a day. If I'm in the week view, I can click single click. That's a quick way to basically just pop up a box to create a quick event and basically just choose your calendar. So really all I have choice here is to type the event title. So if we're meeting here, and I can also choose what calendar to populate this event on if I do a single click. If I do a double click, it's like I'm actually going into the event to edit some more details. So this is a quick way to don't forget to get the milk or something like that really quick. But if you need to do some more things with the event, you have to actually go into edit the event. Or if you just double click, it'll take you into the event page. The same thing would happen if I hit the create button, take you into that event page, or if I do this quick add. The quick add's kind of nice because you can just actually type something like they give you an example, dinner with Michael and 7 tomorrow. When I hit add, it'll automatically add that to my calendar here. I can click on the event and click it delete. This quick add was actually created probably because of the voice capabilities of the mobile device. So you can just speak and type normally and it'll do a quick add for you. Again, if you need to get into more details of an event, you can just double click and it basically takes you into that event. There's the title of the meeting. You can do the date, start time, ending time too as well. You can make it an all-day appointment or you can do a repeating appointment. The nice thing about this, you can repeat it every other week, every 3 weeks. So you have a lot more options here in how you can determine how an event reoccurs. Then down at the event details, you could say, where it's located. It's a nice feature of Google is the fact that if you put in an ad, start typing it, it'll come up with an address, and it actually will put a link to a Google map in then for you as well. But I could just put my office too. I can also add a video call. It might be on by default and might be all there already there. Or you can remove that video call for a Google Hangout. So you can also choose what calendar you'd like to put the appointment onto as well. A lot of people default to their main calendar and forget to change it to a different one. And that's a simple mistake people do. And down here's a description, so you can add some more information down here in this field. You're also able to add attachment like an agenda item for the meeting or something like that. You can either upload it from your computer or insert it from Google Drive. There's the upload and pulling something off your C drive or H drive or V drive or your desktop, or easily right through Google Drive too as well, with some options of different types of files there too. You can also change the default color from the event color being red here. Or you can change this to a different color if you need it to stand out a little bit more. You can also add notifications. Each calendar has its default notification set, so this school calendar did not have any. And I can do a pop-up notification or an email, and I can choose minutes, hours, days, or weeks. So if it's a really important event, I can add as many notifications as I want to. I can email myself, 10 days before, a day before, what have you, and I can remove all these too simply by clicking the X. This is just taking over the calendar default visibility. So if you do have a calendar shared with someone, you're able to change the event to private if it's a specific event, so you don't want people to see it. And then you can show it yourself as busy, getting into more of the sharing stuff too as well. Over here is where you can add some guests. So I'll just add some coaches that we have working for us. And they get added down below. You have some options for those guests to allow them to modify the event or not, invite other guests or not, or see guest list or not. So this is nice when you're inviting maybe someone from the outside. They don't need to see who's coming to the meeting. You can uncheck that so they can't see who's being invited. Another cool thing about this is once you add those people to the event, this find a time tab here grayed out is sometimes difficult to see. Some people just ignore it. But when you click on this, it actually shows the calendars that are involved here. Let me go back in a little bit so we can see some events from Rick and Dan's calendar. I'll go back to the day now. So Saturday, May 28th is probably not a good day, so we'll go back to Friday. I can actually see the 3 calendars, and unfortunately Rick and the school calendars in red, but you get the idea. And if I can say, all right, well, there's kind of some time right here. When I click this time, it actually changes the date up here. So I can use this find a time to actually look at everyone's schedule if I have visibility rights to their schedules. So there's a little sliver of time in here I could pick out to have a meeting with all three people into the event. Going back to the event details, again, I just changed that up here if I needed to, because I did manipulate that. Just put it back to today. Another nice feature is the rooms link here. When you click on the rooms, the district can will have resource rooms available. So I can actually click on this and actually see that the pre-board room is not available, A619 is not available. But if I click this, then I'll see the rooms that are available. For instance, the ITEP lab. If I add that, it automatically puts it in here where. Put some text in there automatically for you. And also, if you go back to that find a time, now not only do we see Dan, Rick, and the calendar I was working on, but now I actually see the ITEP lab too as well. So this is a nice way that we don't have to manage a certain room. People can just book it. And then next time someone else books it, they're not able to actually do that. So if I go back a day, yesterday it was booked by different people. So I can actually see this room was not available at certain times during the day yesterday. Another nice feature when you're in the guest mode is you can do suggested time. So instead of doing find a time and looking at calendars, Google will try to do its best to suggest the time of when these people are available and your calendar too as well. That's basically it. When I hit save, then that this meeting will send them an invite. Hit save and it'll say, do you want to send an invite? I'm not going to send them an invite because I'm going to be deleting this shortly. But that'll send them an email with them to say yes, no, or not. If you actually look then at Dan's calendar, he has a little arrow on his event. That means basically that he has not responded yet. So if he clicks on that, he can hit yes, maybe, or no. Again, if you send an invite, he'll have a yes, maybe, or no in that email as well. Hopefully that helps out with creating an event. Thank you.